Okay, you have some question you want to ask?
Yes, but I practice the meditation at home, and I have the experience of seeing the Buddha statue, and different time I also experience like my inside see a lot of light that kind of wake me up. I was drooling and sleeping, and there's a light coming, make me awake, and a lot of energy. And some other time I hear the voice, I hear the chanting, not the same night, but
Yeah, different time, different settings.
Different times. And also maybe a year and a half now that I experience kind of my mind come out. And then I look at the mind and say, I feel like I lost my body, I lost everything. And it takes me a while. I say, I was sitting in my living room meditating. I say, wow, I'm doing meditation, and then kind of calm me down, and I go back to meditation. So deep, and then there's a chanting coming. I try to learn the chanting, and I also write down. Well, wondering what are all these phenomena happen to me?
Well, they are just mental phenomena that happens when the mind becomes calm, when the mind withdraw from the sensual world. Like when you close your eyes, you withdraw the mind from the sight, sound, smells, and taste, and you enter into the spiritual or the mental world. And in this mental or spiritual world, there are mental phenomena, just as you have experienced. But according to Buddhism, our practice doesn't aim at this mental phenomena. We aim at the emptiness, and in order for the mind to be empty of all these phenomena, you have to be concentrated on one object, such as your breath. When you sit, you should have something to concentrate your mind on. If you just sit without any concentration, then this mental phenomena will arise.
But at one point, at what stage or at what point when you really concentrate, when you really have a really quiet your mind?
From the start, as soon as you meditate, you should only concentrate on your breath or on a mantra. It's like Bhutto, 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 in order to prevent your mind from generating all this mental phenomena. It's the mind that is creating all this mental phenomena.
And what will it lead to?
To peace and happiness. When the mind becomes still, and contentment.
That leads me to another point. When it's so deep and so quiet, I feel like I don't want anything.
That's right. You have contentment. See?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not attachment.
Right.
Anything that I desire.
Right.
Sensual desire.
Yeah, everything is completely.
But my trouble when I come back from that meditation.
Everything will come back.
Yes. I still have the sensual desire. How do you get rid of that
you need the next level we call vipassana. You need insight into the nature of things that you desire for. To know that everything that you desire for will end up causing you suffering.
How do you get into that?
Just analyzing and looking at the example of things that happen in real life.
I do believe I did analyze. When it gets so deep, I know that I don't want that stuff. Imagine will come to me in a very vivid way, enticingly, very sensual way. I say no.
Yeah, you cannot just say no. It's not enough. You have to give a reason why you want to say no. And the reason is that these sensual pleasures, they are temporary. They're not long-lasting.
But this is biological.
No, it's not. It's truth.
I understand that this is truth.
It's truth.
But this is...
It's a truth that you don't see, that you don't accept. You think that everything that you acquire for your pleasure will last, see? but they don't last. Even your wife, she won't last. One day she's gonna,
No, since we start meditating, how many years?
2011.
We know
about
we
6
did
years.
we keep the precept.
I know, but then I'm just
On my
pointing
side that I
that.
have trouble. It's the sensual desire.
I know.
But I'm so deep. I did no attachment, no nothing. I see
Right.
myself so clear.
Mhm.
So that I don't want all this stuff.
So that's what you want to use wisdom or insight. Every time you have this desire,
Okay.
you should teach your mind that this desire will only lead you to more desire and more pain, more suffering. Not you have pleasure, but those pleasure are temporary, and when they disappear, then you are left empty-handed. You are left hungry. You are left desiring for more.
So what you're saying in meditation, as you go, you get deeper. It doesn't mean that you eradicate or get rid of your.
No, you just suppress it temporarily.
You see.
You-
So when you come out of the meditation, you have to
To use wisdom or insight.
remind yourself, hey, when you
Right,
sit with
right.
everybody.
Yeah, you have to show the reason why you should not go after your desire.
I have trouble because I have trouble because I realize I used to love certain meat. I gotta eat, I gotta have it, until one day it happened, it just showed me that no, that's not the right way.
That's
I
right.
wasn't meditating.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't eating.
Mm. That's what we call you see the light. See, you see
Yeah.
the truth.
And then I never touched that meat again. I never
Uh-huh.
worn it again.
Mm.
And I feel, wow, that's something that, and I realize how cannot that thing happen to me when, I'm talking about other sensual desire. I always wish when I sit down, say, I don't want that, but, that doesn't happen. Only one time on that meat, and now I keep my distance from that meat,
Mhm.
I never go back again.
But maybe that's just an impulse. It's still not. Maybe it's still emotional reaction to that meat. It's not insight yet.
But that's inside.
No, inside you should see that meat only brought you just a temporary pleasure when you eat it, and it becomes an addiction that you have to have that meat again and again in order to make you happy.
But that second meat, certain meat that I have the mind opening, I never go back.
Mhm.
I never go back.
Uh,
I stay away from it.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, the thing that I like so much, I look back how cool this is a good way to, not cut down completely, but I do cut on my consumption of the meat
Uh-huh.
when I eat. I really eat light. I eat just to support myself,
yeah.
to walk, to be able to walk. So what you're saying, I should.
You should find that you don't get real true pleasure from eating. You only eat just to maintain life. If you want to have the real pleasure, real contentment, you need to stop all your desire by meditating. Then you find contentment and happiness when your mind becomes still. See?
But I feel like a sensual desire is something that biologically, chemically trigger the.
No, it's both. It's usually it's inbred in your mind. See, your mind isn't just begin in this life. Your mind has been existed for so many lifetimes already, and all that the things that you've been doing it accumulates and becomes a habit. See? So when you get a new body, your old habit still takes over the new body. If you used to like meat, you like meat. If you used to like vegetable, you like vegetable. If you like red color, you like red color. If you like green, you like green. This thing comes with your mind. See, this thing they remain in your mind because you constantly keep repeating it, doing it. So if you want to stop this, you have to stop doing it. Like if you like meat, try not to eat meat. After a while, then your habit will change from eating meat to eating something else.
Now, as a lay, I practice meditation at home, which is not being trained by a monk or anybody. Just read the book and go online, see what people are talking about. How you know at what stage did you get closest to enlightenment or being enlightened?
Enlightenment means that you see the truth of existence. That everything that you come and have possessed under your possession, they are all temporary, anicca. They are anatta. You cannot control them. Once you see this, then you let go of them, and then you will no longer be bothered by them. See, right now you are bothered by everything that you have because you want to control them. You want to make them last. But when you finally see the truth that they don't last, they change, and you cannot control them. So the only thing you can do is just leave them alone.
So there's no miracle involved in enlightenment?
No, it's just analytical.
Analytical.
Plus emotional, but by resisting your desire.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just not analytical. Analytical don't change your feeling, but also you have to be able to resist your desire.
So that means enlightenment.
Right. When you see that everything that you hold dear to are caused by your desire to manage them, to maintain them, to keep them, and you know that you cannot do it. So you give up your emotion, your desire to control them, to make them last, and accept them for what they are. Then your suffering, your mental suffering will disappear. Your mind will be free. Your mind will be calm and not disturbed by whatever you have. Right now you are disturbed because you want them to be in a certain way. When they don't turn out the way you want it, then you become...
Right now I only worry about my health and my...
Same thing. You should not worry about it because you cannot worry about it. You cannot do anything. You can do it to a certain level. But up to that level, beyond that you cannot. If it's going to get sick, it's going to get sick. So you have to always remind yourself that aging, sickness and death is part of the body. No matter how hard you try to look after it, you will not be able to eliminate aging, sickness and death from the body. And when you see this and you're willing to accept this, then you become free from suffering concerning the body.
Now I also confused one last question that I have. People were talking about one-point meditation, and others would say, the Lord would say, you follow your breathing. You have to know your breathe in, breathe out. By knowing breathe in, breathe out, that's not one point. Right?
It is just if you focus on the point of contact. Just contact. Just look at the point of the air contact your nose when it enters and when it leaves. Just concentrate on that point. Don't follow the air inside or outside. Then you become fixed in one point. See, the goal is to stop you from thinking about other things. See, you can use a mantra. It works the same way. Bhutto, 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 bhutto. Your mind cannot think about other things.
But may I ask, what about you, Master? How do you practice your meditation?
Normally when I start, I use the breath when I sit down. But before I sit down, I have to develop this concentrating power first by watching my body at all times. Whatever my body is doing, I'm with my body. My mind is not somewhere else. I'm brushing, I'll stay with my brushing. I'm washing my face, I'll stay with my washing my face. Just keep focused on your body, concentrate on your body in order to develop this concentrating power. Once you have this power, when you sit, then you can concentrate on your breath. And when you're concentrating and you're not thinking, your mind will gradually or sometimes quickly drop into calm. Then when it becomes still, then you don't need to do anything. Becomes empty and content and happy. And once you have this, then you can use this happiness to bargain with your desire. To tell you that the happiness that you get from doing what your desire asks you to do is not as good as the happiness you get from meditating.
That's what I feel too when you said meditation.
Yeah. So you need this happiness, this contentment from meditation to be the bargaining chip to replace your desire.
Wouldn't that call attachment? If you want to sit too long, you feel so good, you want to sit another extra hour. Would that be attachment to?
To a certain extent, it is attachment, but it's an attachment that you can. If it doesn't hurt you, then it doesn't matter. If it helps you, then it's considered to be good attachment. See.
I see. Okay.
อาจารย์ช่วยอธิบายโสดาบันให้เขาเข้าใจนะคะว่า3ข้อที่เขาจะต้องปฏิบัติตรงนี้เพราะว่าคือเป็นโกของเราอย่างน้อยเกิดมาชาติเนี่ย
She wants to know how do you achieve the first stage of enlightenment, becoming a Sotapanna. Well, the thing you need to do is you have to get rid of the first fetters, what you call Sakaya Titi.
What does that mean?
It means the view that you consider your body to be yourself. So you have to analyze the body to see that the body is a gift from your father and your mother. You are not the body. You are the mind. See, when you meditate, the mind and the body separate. The mind is the one who knows. The body is just a doll that the mind comes and attach itself to the body. So what you want to teach the mind is that the body is not the mind, and the mind should leave the body alone. Whether it is gonna die or when it gets sick, when it becomes painful, you should just ignore the body. Don't have any desire for it to be otherwise. If you have the desire, then you're creating dukkha in your mind. See? So when you see with wisdom or insight that the body isn't you, and it's the body that is suffering, not you, the mind doesn't suffer. The mind only suffers when the mind thinks it is the body, and it wants to get rid of the pain or the cause that will cause the body to die. So if you can separate the mind from the body and leave the physical pain alone, then you become enlightened. See? You see that you're suffering, the mind suffers because the mind is deluded. The mind becomes attached to the body and have desire to get rid of the physical pain, to get rid of death, see, which you could not do anyway. So when you see this, then you stop your desire for trying to manage or manipulating your body. Then when you can stop that, then you become free from suffering of the pain and the body. From that point on, you will not be afraid of pain, of sickness or death. See? Because you know you're not the one who dies or who gets sick. See? You're the mind, you're just an observer, you're just a knower. You're just the mind is like a puppet master. The body is just a puppet that the mind manipulates. But there are certain level of manipulation that the mind can do to the body. Beyond that level, it cannot manipulate. Like it cannot prevent the body from getting old, getting sick or die. So once the mind knows this limit, it accepts that and leave the body alone. And let the body get old, get sick and die. Then you have attained to the first level of enlightenment. You see the suffering in your mind is caused by your desire to manipulate the body, something that you cannot do. Once you see that you cannot manipulate the body the way you want it, the way you want to manipulate it, then you stop your desire. See? Stop your desire from not getting old, getting sick or die. Once you can stop this, then you become free from attachment, free from suffering to the body. Then you'll see the working of the Four Noble Truths in your mind. That before your mind suffer because your mind have desire to manipulate, to control the body. But once you see with wisdom that you cannot prevent the body from getting old, getting sick or die, then you let go of your desire. When you let go of your desire, the suffering then disappear. See? So this is how the Four Noble Truths working in real time. You see it in real time. You have to see it when you are not happy with your body, like when it's getting sick or when it's become painful, and then you can stop your mind from being unhappy with the pain by leaving the pain alone, because you know you cannot do anything. If you can leave the pain alone, then your mind will become peaceful and still, and does not react to the pain. See.
I hear you don't talk about the brain.
No, the brain is just part of the body, an organ, just like a heart or stomach. It's a functional organ.
Mind is
The mind.
the mind. So mind make decision for us.
Right. The mind is the one that tells the body to move, to do things.
But who behind the mind when we sit down, we see things and hear things? And
The mind has two parts. See,
so the mind has its own.
The knower and the thinker. The mind is both the knower and the thinker. When you meditate, you stop the thinker, and all you have left is the knower.
And the knower wandering around if you don't concentrate hard enough.
Right, the knower will go according to whatever the thinker tells it to do. If the thinker tells it to go drink, it will go drink. If the thinker tells it to go to meditate, it will meditate.
But that's only doing the meditation. But when we get out of meditation, we get to the real world.
Then you have to control your thoughts, see, by using the teaching of the Buddha. Say, if you want to go drink, the Buddha said, this is not the right path to go, stop drinking. If you want to go find peace, you want to find happiness from your senses, this is not the way to go.
How would you analyze the sensual desire or the indulgence when you go really deep into it? Which way would you analyze it? How are you going to tell your knower, say, hey, this is what I want, this is which way should I go? Will the knower tell you, or you come up with the...
You have to come up with the reason. And the reason is that sensual pleasure are like drug addiction. See? Mm-hmm. Once you become hooked on it, you cannot stop. You have to go after it in order to make you happy. And when you cannot get what you want, then you suffer. Once you see that this is the path to suffering, then you stop by resisting your desire to have sensual pleasure, sensual gratification, by going back into meditation. Every time you desire to go outside, you say, no, it's better to stay at home and meditate.
And to meditate, it does happen.
Right, when you meditate and you become calm, you become happy, and you don't need to go out. See? So you want to switch your mode of looking for happiness. Instead of going outside of the mind, you want to come inside the mind instead. By using mindfulness to pull your mind back inside.
Oh, you got to pull your mind back.
Right, by concentrating on one object. Because if you don't concentrate, your thought will tell you to go out, go see that person, go see a movie, go to a football game. But if you stop thinking, then you don't have anybody to tell you to go anywhere. Then you can...
Now the knower only come when you meditate deep enough.
The knower is always there, but you don't see it because the thinker always block it. See? It always come in front.
Oh, it does.
You see the thinker, you don't see the knower. You're the knower. You follow your thoughts. See? When you stop your thought, then you see yourself. You see that I'm just a knower.
Now, when you said when we follow our thought, we see the knower or the...
No, when you follow your thought, you don't see the knower. When you stop your thought, then you see the knower.
So you refer to the thought from meditation. Those are real thoughts.
No, I mean the thought in real life.
Oh, okay.
Right now, you're using your thoughts, see, and your knower just follow what your thought is doing. The one who understands is the knower, but it's the thought that is the one who presents the information to the knower.
I'm a little confused right here.
Yeah, don't need to analyze them. All you have to do is stop your thought, and everything will become clear.
Okay.
You see the knower.
The more you think, the more confused you become. It's like running around in a circle.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you stop your thought, then you see, you enter into a different world.
I see.
Yeah. You'll find a different kind of happiness and contentment that serves you better, and that will make you know the decision, the choice to make. Between sensual gratification and meditation, you choose meditation.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I have
That much easier.
yeah, I have books in English
Okay.
over there, placed on the shelf.
Oh, thanks.
You can go browse and take whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay.
What the title should I read?
Well, My Way is my biography. Have you ever read the book My Way?
Oh, Your Way.
My Way. The book is called My Way.
Okay.
Yeah. But there are also other books. They have, I think, Against the Defilement and Essential Teachings also. So you can go take a look.
Sure will, yes.
Yeah, browse. You can take them all you want, you know. Yes.
จะกลับค่ะหลวงพ่อว่าจะไปบวชตอน4 โมง
เอาได้เอานะโอเค